Hello guys, I am just a random fangirl and welcome back to my channel. This time we'll be continuing with our journey through Nana, and this is season 1. Well, I think only season, episode number 3. So last time I kind of changed a little bit my mind about Nana's boyfriend, Shoji, I want to say, but I'm not completely sure. And yeah, like we are getting a lot of backstory, a lot of, getting to know Nana's character and what makes her tick and how she met with him and how she's basically in this point in time just wanting to be, friends. And I think that is great because, I think that is great for her. I don't think that is going to work because we know that in the future they are together. So I really want to know if I maybe misjudge Shoji a little bit in the first episode, because I don't know, he gave me so weird vibes that maybe it's all my fault. Maybe I misjudged him completely, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see, we'll have to see. But I am having so much fun with this. I am guessing that this episode is going to start where we left off, maybe still in the flashback, and I'm not really sure if in this episode or maybe next episode we are going to end up in the present with a lot more of context than we had. So I think that is great. I think that it's going to be so much fun. And yeah, so so some of the comments said that actually the manga is not finished. So yeah, I like, because something happened to the mangaka. That's what I think that I heard. So yeah, that is really sad. But I am still really curious. I don't know, if I really love the anime, maybe I'll get to the manga. As I said before, I haven't read basically any mangas of the shows that I watched, so that is going to be interesting and fun. And yeah, so far I am really enjoying this story. It's great, the music, it's awesome. I really like the design and just the ambient of it. I think that it really suits the story that's been told, and I just have a lot of questions. I don't really know where the story is going, but that is the fun part, right? We are just getting to know the story and getting to know the characters, and right now nothing is clear. So yeah, it's just a fun moment. So I've been doing some changes in the channel recently because, to try to better the reactions and make them more dynamic and stuff. And I've seen that in some channels what they do is that they pause the episode when they feel like, the time is right, or maybe even if the time isn't right, and they just say stuff in there, and the discussion part of the episode, it's like in the middle of the episode because of those pauses in strategic moments, and then the discussion, it's just much more short per se. And I think that I might be trying that because there are a lot of times where I forget the things that I wanted to say if I don't say it in the moment. So yeah. And the second change is notes. I'm going to start taking notes for most of the shows if I feel like it's, important to keep some things in mind, maybe about the plot, maybe about the characters' relationships with one another, maybe about their development. There's a lot of things that you can take notes on, and I will be sharing the link to my notes in the description box down below, and if you want to check them out, you can do so. And yeah, I think that is going to make it easier for me to actually say all the things that I want to say without feeling lost and stuff, and you can just, follow me around with those notes when we are discussing things. And mainly I do it because in this square box right here, I don't know why, but when I try to say something about the notes that I've been collecting, or about the characters and the diagram that I'm doing of them, it doesn't look like high quality. I'm not really sure why it happens. Maybe it's because my internet connection, but yeah, it's just basically unreadable. So you're just going to have the link in the description, and you can follow my whole explanation with your own notes. I mean, like my notes, but in your own computer, so you can actually see what's written down there. And yeah, I just think that it's going to make it so much easier that way. And maybe you can check out my thoughts that I maybe have said or haven't said because of reasons, I don't know. And if I am wrong about something, and if it's not a spoiler, you can correct me and I will make the corrections. And just, yeah, basically like if I were in the class, I'm going to try to do that because I like to keep my things organized. And yeah, so yeah, that is going to be fun. And yeah, I haven't actually done anything for Nana yet because we are just getting to know the characters, and I do have a lot of questions and a lot of analysis, but I just haven't gotten around to it because I am really behind on a lot of stuff. So maybe by the next 2 episodes I'll have those notes ready to go. So yeah, I think that that's it. I am really excited to be starting this episode because these episodes have been just great. And I am really curious to see if we're going to end the flashback in this episode or if it's going to take more episodes. But yeah, so I think that that's it. I've talked a lot. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to catch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. I guess that's it. So we'll be seeing each other. No. That's it. So without further ado, let's just jump into the reaction. Sorry. Oh god. Okay. So I think that's it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to catch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. We are a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. And I think that's it. So without further ado, let's just jump into this reaction, shall we? That's fair.
じゃあ惚れるなよ。
いい感じそのツッコミ具合。なんか庄司純ちゃんに似てきたね。純ちゃんって呼ぼうかな。
お前といたら誰でもこうなるって。
最近あんまし突っ込んでくれないんだよ。だけどラブラブですっかり丸くなっちゃったっていうか。張り合いなくてさ。
Wow. She mellowed down.
私には庄司がいるし。
所詮俺は純子の代わりか。
Poor guy.
翔ちゃんって呼ぶな。居酒屋で京介たちと飲んでたんだけど、お前も誘ってやろうかと思って。後で仲間外れにしたとか文句言いそうだし。
That's fair, yeah.
なんか俺たち飲んでばっかだね。
Well, you know.
たまには爽やかに海とか来てな。
海？
ねえ、もうすぐ夏休みだし、4人で旅行でも行かない？
Well, yeah. They're so cute. I really.
お前と純子の部屋だろ。
Well, this poor guy.
おい。
These two.
心配しなくてもうまくいきそうじゃんあいつら。
そう簡単に行くかな。
何考えてんだよお前。
別に平気だよ。ベッドも2つあるし、襲ったりしないから。
So this is really fun because for what it seems in the last episode, Nana is this kind of girl who just you know, it's really easily to develop crushes on guys, and she's really trying to be friends with this guy, but at the same time, I don't know how, but she seems to be really oblivious to the fact that this guy likes her. So of course she's like, well, you know, we are in a trip with our friends and they are a couple, so let's be considerate and let them, you know, this room. And I mean, like, it makes sense. I can really see why that would make sense. Couples usually want to stay together, right? But she's really oblivious to the fact that this guy likes her. So for him, it's really uncomfortable because he is feeling like he's been a replacement to a best friend, and that she really doesn't see him that way, even when she kind of does. But you know, she's trying to be friends with him, so she's not really paying him attention in that form. So, oh my god, this is so funny because this poor guy is out here suffering and Anna is being oblivious as hell, and you know, she's just basically treating him like a friend. That's it. And this guy has a crush on her, so he's like, well, what do I make of this? And yeah, I just think that it's really, really fun. I love it. Okay, so let's just move back a little bit. And I really like those two. They look good together.
考えてんだよお前。
別に平気だよ。ベッドも2つあるし、襲ったりしないから安心して。なんならば
This
あちゃん
poor guy.
子守歌歌ってあげるよ。
歌わんでいい。お前が平気でも俺は平気じゃねえ。
Yeah.
襲うぞ。
なんで？
It's
なんで
just
って
that.
私たち友達
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's seeing it.
お
Yeah.
前男というものを本
There's
当何も分かってないん
Still,
だ。
like, okay, so.
男は別に
Okay, so yeah, this is what I want to talk about. So, I am not saying that that is the case here, because I know that he likes her since basically the beginning, so of course, just friendship was not kind of in this guy's mind. But, okay, so just taking this as a parting point. And I think that this show is really going to places that I was not aware it was going to go. I thought that it was like a shoujo, but it seems, I think that it's a seinen. I'm not really sure. I could look it up, but I don't want to spoil myself. So yeah, but it just seems like this is treating a lot of really, I don't know, hard subjects. So okay. The thing is that because, okay, just hear me out. And because English is not my first language, I'm not really sure if I am going to actually explain this as best as I could in my native language, but I'm going to try. So, this is the thing about our society and patriarchy, right? Because since they are very little, men are taught to do men stuff, right? And that inherently girl stuff are dumb and they are not as important as guy stuff. So it is just normal. It sucks, but it makes sense at the same time that when you grow up in that kind of situation and with that kind of mentality, when you grow up, guys a lot of the time can't be friends with girls, not easily at least, and not without any second thoughts about the whole thing. And I am not saying that everyone, because it's not everyone, but it's a lot. So I am not trying to generalize or anything, but I am just saying men because that is really easier than just saying some men, because yeah, it's some men, but it's a lot of them because of the way that they are being raised, and that sucks. So I think that as girls, we've all been in that kind of situation where you're with a guy, right? And it's really hard to make friends with guys. It really, really is. I live in a country where our culture, our society is still very misogynistic. Well, and it's really not great. So making friends with guys and just being friends, it's really hard. It doesn't happen that often, sadly, because it's really hard, I think, for most guys to see women as friends as they see other men, because they are always thinking about, you know, the possibility of being something more with them. And even if they are in a relationship, I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but yeah, I don't think that it's really as easy for a guy, because of the way that, you know, they're growing up, to be friends with a woman and just leave it at that and not make himself any illusions of something else. So when you're a girl and you have this guy friend and you're really comfortable with it, you're just thinking about friendship, that's it. You're not doing anything else to, you know, try to entice him or anything. Like, you're just being yourself and you're just being with friends, and that's it. But then hearing that this guy may have feelings for you and the only reason that he's friends with you is because he wants to be with you, possibly, it's just heartbreaking, because it just sucks. So I really feel bad that Nana is going through that, because like, she's out here trying to make friends with this guy and it just comes crashing down to her that he is, you know, viewing her as something more and having a crush on her. And I get it, it's not Shoji's fault. It's really not, because he's been harboring feelings for this girl for a while now, and that is the kind of thing that you can't help. Like, when you're falling for someone, there is not a lot that you can do. So I am not trying to blame him. I'm not trying to say that he's been bad with her or something, because no, he's been kind of nice. So I really appreciate that, but it really sucks because she's trying to be with a guy and be friends with him, and this guy is like, no, that's not how it works. And you know, just hearing like this, it just sucks, because Nana is still really young in this flashback. Well, not like really, but she's like, what, 21 maybe? And I don't know, I just think that this really falls into the same category, like this thing right here and there. Like, a guy can do it with a girl even if he has no feelings of love for her. I just think that it's going to remind her of the other guy that was basically just using her, and it's just a complicated situation. That's it, and it sucks. I'm not really sure. I'm not like, I don't know. I don't think that Nana is going to get mad at this. Maybe she'll jump at the opportunity, but it's just hard. It's just hard, and you know, there's a lot of misogyny just internalized in both men and women, and just basically the patriarchy just sucks for everyone involved, like for men and for women. It just sucks. So yeah, this is just a hard topic to bring up, and I'm not really sure how Nana is going to take it. I could see it in various directions, so I'm not really sure, because I know that they are like a couple in the future, so I'm not really sure what to expect. But it sucks. Like, she's out here in her own thing, doing her own thing, and all of them is just going to pop that bubble that she was in, and I hate it, because girls deserve to have guy friends that are just friends, and that's it. And I am talking for experience, so it just sucks. It just hits close to home. Okay, so okay, fun times. I really hope that he steps up his act and steps up
っていうかお前なんで泣くの？
because
少女のこと大好きなのにそんな幻滅するようなこと言うから。
yeah
いや、さナナ、
no
その大好き
dude
友達として
what the fuck really
だよ。少女は誰よりも大切な男友達だよ。オスとしてなんかじゃなく、一人の人間
yeah this is a first for him
少女も所詮オスの一人だし、同じ部屋で寝るのは危険かもしれない。
yeah but like okay
私が間違ってた。
no honey you're not mistaken for expecting basic just I'm not I have that word on the tip of my tongue for expecting basic I don't even know like just to be treated like a fucking human being. You're so not wrong for wanting that. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, okay, so I am bisexual, right? And I am not going to go around and say stuff like that if I am going to sleep in the same room as a girl that I have a crush on. Like, that is not going to happen. I am maybe going to be happy for spending more time with her, and that is fucking it. Like, no, dude, you are not wrong for expecting just being treated like a fucking human. Like, dude, you can control yourself for a day, right? Because if not, then what are you doing? Like, really, what are you doing? Oh, this is so fucking infuriating because I was kind of starting to like him. And again, maybe I'm reading too much into this, but it just hits so close to home and to the problems that we have in the real world, and I am just getting mad because she's not mistaken. She is not wrong for wanting to be treated with respect and, just with your basic human rights. Like, you need to fucking step up. He really needs to step up his game, because if he doesn't, I am so not going to be okay with this relationship. Because, no, she's not right, okay? She's not right for expecting anything. No, honey, it shouldn't be.
でも頑張ろうね。じゃあ私、自分の部屋に戻るから。
待てナナ、それはまずい。
What did you want?
そうか。どうしよう。いつから終わるかな。
俺に聞かれても。
Like, okay, it's just that the fact that he's making all of this and the whole thing just resolves around the fact that she shouldn't feel safe around him. Like, because that is the thing, right? That is what basically he's saying. Like, oh no, we shouldn't be like in the same room, and you shouldn't feel comfortable and safe with me. Like, what the hell, dude? Are you really saying that? It's just that it blows my mind. I am so not okay with this. I am so not okay with this. And because Nana is young and impressionable and it's her first friendship with a guy, we've all been there. I really just hope that... I don't know, that Nana can solve things for herself and, realize that there are just... so many people in the world that even when they are not trying to be bad, and maybe they don't even see what they're doing bad, that doesn't mean that they can't better themselves and learn and appreciate people more and learn from their mistakes and question their beliefs, like, ugh, it's just, this is really icky.
俺に聞かれ さ、ナナ。俺も東京の美大受けてみたいんだけど。
Motherfucker, really?
お前も受ければ？
嘘すごい。東京ってこんなにたくさん美大があるんだ。これならきっとどこか受かるよね。
And she didn't.
片っ端から受けりゃいいじゃん。
別に大学がダメでもまた専門学校とかでもいいし、私
なんじゃそら。そんなことしてなんか意味あるんか？
私の人生なのよ。
Ah,
あんたに指図される覚えはない。
ah, ah.
だって私もみんなと東京
Yeah,
行きたい。
that's fair. It's her
す
life.
ればあんたの人生がどうなろうと知ったこっちゃないよ。
じ
見放したのになぜ喜ぶ？
頑張らなくちゃ。もう夜遊びはしない。クラバーも卒業。さよなら DJ 松下くん。私は今恋にうつつを抜かしてる場合ではないの。東京に行けばきっと。
あ、やっぱこっちで予備校通ってさ、来年もっぺん受けてみるよ。
それなら私も東京に住む。別に仕送りなんかなくてもフリーターでも何でもやって生き延びてみせるよ。
何バカなこと言ってんだよ。そんな無茶すんなって。
何が無茶なの？大丈夫だよ、やってみせるもん。
仕送りなしでやっていけるほど金持ってんのかお前。
だからバイトするって言ってるじゃん。
部屋借りる金は最初に何十万っているんだぜ。ガキじゃねえんだからそれくらいわかるだろう。
Yeah,
現実
but
的に考えろよ。
じゃあ私も予備校行く。そしたら親もお金出してくれるかもだし。
なんじゃそら。そんな理由で予備校行くな。
じゃあどうすれば。
だから地元に残れって。
庄司は私と離れても寂しくないんだ。
寂しかねえよ全然。せいせいすら。
Okay, we're back at being a jerk. Ha.
俺はお前の何なんだ。涙目になって思
Oh
わ
my
せぶりなセリフ吐いて
god.
人の心かき回して楽しいか。お前結局都合よく甘えられる男をそばに置いときたいだけじゃねえか。
Oh my god. Girl. He's such a red flag. He's such a red flag. He's just a nice guy, but not being so nice. Like the way that he just expects her to. Oh god. Girl! He's such a red flag! I'm just feeling my brain exploded because, you know, they usually say that when you're young and you are in your first relationships that you're going to encounter this guy, right? And this guy who you're going to be obsessed with, but it's not going to work out because of reasons, and that is the love that you used to learn, right? And I thought, well, that has to be the other guy, right? Because, oh my god, he was such a red flag. And no, then she gets involved with this guy, and he's also such a red flag. Oh my god. Poor Nana. The way that he's... I don't want to say gaslighting her because I don't think that he's doing that, but almost, you know, just barely, like... The way that he just... Just that, like... I need to calm down. I need to calm down and cool off. Because this is making me so angry. Like... The audacity that this guy has to scream at her in the middle of the fucking street when they were having a perfectly normal conversation, excuse you. And yeah, I agree that Nana should want to go to to Tokyo because, you know, of herself and not because of other people. I don't really care too much for her friends either because, you know, they don't really seem to want her there, so... But I get it. We've all been in Nana's position one time or another, and you really need to start considering who your real friends are and what do you really want in life. And Nana is just not on that point yet, and she's just... yeah, she's not moving for the greatest of reasons, right? But that should be a decision that she makes for herself. Like, I agree what he was saying about the rent and about the money, and all of those things, yeah, you should plan on those things. Like, if she really wants to move, she should really consider all of those things, maybe save up money before actually moving there, and not moving because of someone else. I agree up to that part. But then he starts screaming at her because she is all like, well, you're going too, right? When she made clear that she thinks of him as a really valuable friend and that she really likes him as a friend. Like, she literally told him so. We as the audience know that Nana's feelings go a little deeper than that, but she has not made moves on him, like, at all. She is just being a basic human being, and this guy is getting angry because she's sad and she's crying and she's like, oh, but you're going too, right? Like, dude, what the hell? What the fucking hell? I hate this guy. I hate this guy. I tried to like him. I really did. But I can't, sorry. And I'm not really sure how long this guy Nana is going to be with, or if he's, you know, like the love interest. I don't really know. I hope he's not. But, like, dude, chill. It's not that deep. Let her live her fucking life and make her fucking mistakes. That's it. Nana needs to find new people. That's it. I am really glad that she met the other Nana in the future because she needs new friends. I don't think that Kyosuke cares too much about her, like, you know, just enough as a casual acquaintance. I do think that Junko cares for her. But she doesn't necessarily want her in Tokyo, if it makes sense. Like, not because she's being mean or anything, but because Nana is actually just following all of them to Tokyo. And I get it. When you're in a close group, you want to be with those people. You want to follow them. It's as easy as when you're in school and you follow all your friends into a group that you maybe, like a school group that you didn't thought of before, just because all of them are going to be there and you just follow along. And it's not the best thing to do, but it happens. So I really get what Nana is coming from, and she does not deserve to be yelled at, especially by you. So I agree with some things that he was saying. I agree, but you know, time and place, and mind your manners, sir, because the fact that Nana is not realizing that he is such a fucking red flag. She needs to find herself. That's it. She needs to find herself, finds what actually makes her happy, and be confident enough in herself to not allow this kind of disrespect. And again, I get it. She's young. She's impressionable. She's naive. Most of us have gone through at least one abusive relationship in one way or another. Not abusive in, like, I don't necessarily think that it's an abusive relationship, but it's not a really healthy one, and they are just friends. So it's just that the audacity, it blows my mind. The audacity of this fucking guy. Okay. And I know that Nana is going to blame herself because we saw the first episode, like, we saw her staying behind, and we saw how that played out. But I'm so mad. I really would want Nana to just be like, you know what? Go fuck yourself and walk out of there. Because at this point, that guy is just getting on my nerves. But we know that she's not going to do that. And it's fine. She needs to learn. She needs to learn, but oh my god. I hope that in the show Nana gets better people in her life that actually care about her and not the idea of her, because he's just awful. And I just hope that Nana cherishes herself more. That's it. Okay, yeah, because if not, I'll be keep talking about this for an hour, and we are still a little bit more than halfway through the episode, but okay, I'm not going to rewind it because I do not need to hear all of that bullshit again, but this guy. And he has the audacity of looking angry, like he's the real victim here, like some unspeakable crime was committed against him, like yeah, I can't stand him right now. Maybe it's just because of all of the things and his bottled up feelings and all of that just, you know, exploding in this moment, but dude, oh my god. Okay.
何が男女の友情だよ。
Oh my god!
笑わせんな。
I am so fucking mad. And he has the audacity to just... Honey, you deserve so much better. No, do not cry for a guy that does not deserve you. Baby, I just...
ホテルに戻らなきゃ。
Honey.
でも道がわからない。私はいつも庄司の横で安心してよそ見ばっかりして歩いてたから、わざと足元を見ないようにしてきたから。でも本名だったのね。よかった。
え？
こっちのこと。じゃあ私もう行くね。もう浮気すんなよ。
気をつけます。
Yeah,
よろしい。
I think that doesn't matter,
私
but...
が言うなって感じ。
But that means that you're growing up. I'm really
さ
glad.
よなら佐野さん。
I'm really happy the way that she handled that. I'm really proud of her.
愛してた。
That is the thing, you know. Hate, it's not the absence of love, because you know that you feel something for the person if you still hate them. It's just accepting things for what they were, learn from your mistakes, appreciate the good times, and move on. And I am really glad that Nana did that. I am so proud of her. She's still going to make a lot of mistakes with Shoji, but I am hoping that in time and perspective she will learn. Because all in all, I just want her happiness, you know? And it is really weird for me because I usually do not sympathize with characters that cheat. At all. But I think that it's because Nana is such a hard to hate character. Because she's portrayed so realistically. I can really feel myself in Nana. So that is a great character right there. And you can actually, I don't know, feel yourself close to a character. It means that it's a well-written character. So even when I do not agree with the decisions that she made, I just can hope that she doesn't make them again. So that was nice. I really liked that scene. I really liked the growing of the character and the feelings and the acknowledgement of everything. I really like that. I'm really proud of that girl. Okay. Let's hope so, honey.
なんて間抜けな着メロ。
Ah!
台無し。
Why?
はいはい、ナナです。
なんだ元気じゃん。
Yeah, well,
京介？
そんだけ元気ってことはもう会えたんか？
no.
誰と？
あ
人の心かき回して楽しいか
Honey, no. No, baby.
ごめんなさい。
No.
私そんなつも
I
りじゃ。
really know that you didn't.
俺に謝られても
She shouldn't be apologizing in the first place.
俺に泣かれても大丈夫庄司はお前に惚れてる
Yeah, that doesn't make anything better.
嘘つきお前だ気づいてるくせに
京介、庄司、今どこにいる
No,
かな。
baby, baby, baby,
そう
no.
な
Ah!
徒歩圏内にはいると思うけどとりあえずお前はホテルに戻って
No, everyone should listen to him. He's so attractive, sorry.
ダメだ京介見つからない。探すより携帯に電話した方が早いって。
Yeah, he did
や
that.
っと気づいたか
Yeah, he's the only logic one. No, baby,
一
no,
目見た
honey.
時からいいなって思ってた。
You can do so much better than him.
私傷だらけで被害妄想だったかもしれないけど、
I will go to eat and I'll come back to break this episode down. But again, yeah, I'll come back because there's just a lot to talk about. Okay, I just took a walk. Now I ate and I went to drop my brother off with some friends, and I am back and I'm ready to talk a little bit about the episode. So yeah, I am mad. But I am not mad with the show. I think that it's a great thing when a show makes you feel things and to think about, you know, what's happening in the show and compare it to your everyday life. It's a great thing when you actually you know, like feel the characters as three-dimensional and real and complicated in their own rights. And yeah, so I'm loving this. I am loving this so much. And yeah, I just don't like that guy. I just don't like him. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe maybe I am biased. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not really sure how the fandom, the people who watch this, feel about Shoji, but at least me, myself, not liking him so much right now. Maybe it will change my mind, but you know what? This is the third episode. I've seen him quite a bit in this, you know, in this show. And I have to say, of all the characters that I've seen, and I mean all of them, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. He's such a red flag to me. So I am sorry if I am, you know, not liking a fan favorite or something like that. I'm not really sure if he is. I'm not really sure how people feel about him, but at least me, myself, my personal opinion is that I don't like him. And it's just the way that he treats things and how he treats Nana and belittle her. And yeah, he is being nice too, which, you know, it's kind of confusing, but you know what? A lot of people are like that in real life as well. Confusing as hell. So yeah, I can see it. He's been really nice to Nana, but at the same time, not really a fan of him. And also, I don't know. I just don't like him. And I don't have anything against her friends. You know, until this moment, I kind of like Junko and Kyosuke. I think that they are more mature than these two. And they are off doing their own thing, and you know, now they're living together in the future. So I think that is pretty neat. I am rooting for them, but right now with this episode, I'm not really sure if I trust their judgment enough with the situation with Shoji and Nana, because I don't don't know, they have to realize that Shoji is full with red flags and Nana is, well, you know, at least up to this point, she was not over that other guy. So you really don't want to be the rebound guy. Like, really, truthfully, you don't want to be that guy, because that is never a serious, lasting relationship. And I think that pretty much everyone would agree with that. So yeah, I just think that it's a complicated situationship for sure, and a lot of grace with the characters. And I don't want to say that Nana hasn't done anything wrong, because yeah, I am sure that some part of Shoji felt like she was, you know, being oblivious in purpose, and that she was doing, you know, weird things, and that she was, you know, just, I don't know, enticing him on purpose. And yeah, like, okay, I can see, I guess, that he could get that impression, but at the same time, do you just fucking let it go? Like, I just don't like him. I mean, like, it's a lot to say that I kind of like the other guy that Nana was dating more than him. Like, he's such a red flag. And again, I'm not trying to say that, you know, Nana is a perfect angel, because Nana has done a lot of things wrong too. But not like this. I just don't really like him. And I get it, they're young, maybe he's not even realizing the things that he's doing wrong and stuff. And I get that, like, for example, here, where was it? Yeah, he was talking about, you know, to remain here and commute to prep school, right? And he gets mad that Nana wants to do the same thing. But I think that he's, like, getting mad at her because she's basically only doing it to be with them, and not because of something that, you know, Nana actually wants. And I get it, I really do. But at the same time, it's her life, and you can try to make, you know, make her understand your point of view and trying to reason with her, but at the same time, you don't have any right to go ahead and lash out at her, because we've all made some mistakes, and maybe mistakes are what takes us to grow. So I get what he's saying about the money, the rent, the stuff, the things that she's not thinking through. But at the same time, it's not something to get so worked up over. Like he really got mad because of this. Like, it's such a fucking innocent question, and he makes it, oh god, I just don't like the guy. I don't like him at all. But you know, maybe he's going to be here for a while, so I might as well get used to him, at least a little bit. And this whole kind of monologue that Nana has at the end, like, I agree with some parts of it, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, yeah, we know that he liked him, right? But that's it. And then she tried to make friends with him. At the time, I was battered pretty badly. Yeah, and that just makes sense because of all the things that she went through. And it's not like she hid it. Like, everyone knew that she was just getting out of a relationship that left him scarred. So, not an excuse for him. I may have selfishly labeled myself as a victim, but I was hurting all over just the same. So I'm guessing that she's talking about the other guy right here. And she kind of was a victim. She was doing things wrong, but that doesn't mean that she can't get hurt. And she was very young, so it just makes sense that she was hurting. And the thing here, I was afraid that if I got involved, my scar would spread. Again, yeah, it's just pretty natural stuff to go through when you just got out of a really toxic relationship, and I don't blame her at all for being like that. And whenever I am with Shoji, I always feel healed. But I am just thinking, like, is that really true, or it's just like she wants to feel like that? Because yeah, we've been like shown that she really likes to be with him, but at the same time he makes her feel bad a lot of the time. So I don't think that is, you know, positive and what she should be looking for right now. So I don't know, like whenever I'm with you, Shoji, I always felt healed, but that was because he was basically acting and parading as her as her friend. And whenever he lashed out because, you know, he was only her friend, Nana always got hurt. So I am not really sure about this. And because of the things that we established with the other guy in the episode about how she tends to try not to be a bother to people and assumes that she's going to be a burden to them, I think that she's doing basically the same with Shoji, taking the responsibility and the blame for everything, when it's not that she was wrong most of these times. So I don't know. You hugged me gently with all your heart, didn't you? Yeah, but at the same time, it was with other expectations in mind. He's not selfless, he did it selfishly too, so... And again, not all of the times. Right now I want to embrace me with that warmth, with all your strength, yeah. So, I just feel bad for Nana. But, well, again, it could be a lot worse. He could be a lot more toxic than he is already. Maybe he will grow. Maybe he will advance as a human being. You never know. I keep my hope on. But I don't know. Again, I think that next episode is going to take part in the flashback as well, because I don't think that things are quite resolved yet. We still want to know how they got together and all of that. But yeah, I'm not liking him. I'm not liking him at all. But anyway, it was a great episode. I enjoyed it so much, even when I got really angry at times. But I really enjoyed it. I am starting to get why people are saying that this is a masterpiece, because I can clearly see that if this is just the beginning, I can only imagine what is ahead in the road for us. So I am really excited to be watching it, and I think that that's it. So if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. Anything you want would be highly appreciated. And if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I'm going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. I guess that's it, so we'll be seeing each other on the next reaction. Bye!